Sometimes we play games there. Sometimes we play games there. Our teachers encourage us to play. Our teachers encourage us to play. We are allowed to play once a week. We are allowed to play once a week. Have you visited this zoo? Have you visited this zoo? Last Sunday I went to the zoo. Last Sunday I went to the zoo. There I met Raju. There I met Raju. I said to him, "Come, let us go and sit in the park." I said to him, "Come, let us go and sit in the park." Some children were playing in the park. Some children were playing in the park. Raju told me that he had visited the zoo several times. Raju told me that he had visited the zoo several times. The number of educated persons is also very small in our village. The number of educated persons is also very small in our village. There is only a primary school here. There is only a primary school here. My sister and I also studied there. My sister and I also studied there. At present we are studying in a high school. At present we are studying in a high school. All respect a man of character. All respect a man of character. He asked me, "Why did not you appear in the examination last year?" He asked me, "Why did not you appear in the examination last year?" I replied that I had been ill. I replied that I had been ill. Rahim is the best boy in the class. Rahim is the best boy in the class. Let him be punished. Let him be punished. One can travel from Delhi to Agra by bus. One can travel from Delhi to Agra by bus. The Taj Mahal of Agra is one of the 7 wonders in the world. The Taj Mahal of Agra is one of the 7 wonders in the world. We live in a backward village. We live in a backward village. Most of the people of our village are cultivators. Most of the people of our village are cultivators. Have you ever been to village? Have you ever been to village? This poem is neither too long nor too short. This poem is neither too long nor too short. I do not know how to swim. I do not know how to swim. Do you know where the man lives? Do you know where the man lives? He was born in 1970. He was born in 1970. I saw him running on the road yesterday. I saw him running on the road yesterday. Read at time and play at time. Read at time and play at time. Kaziranga of Assam is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. Kaziranga of Assam is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. He will stay here for a week. He will stay here for a week. He asked me, why didn't you come to school yesterday? He asked me, why didn't you come to school yesterday? I don't know when he would come. I don't know when he would come. Assam is a state rich in natural resources. Assam is a state rich in natural resources. It is situated the northeast of India. It is situated the northeast of India. The teacher says, knowledge is the greatest wealth. The teacher says, knowledge is the greatest wealth. Kaziranga is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. Kaziranga is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. We always walk on the bank of the river. We always walk on the bank of the river. They have been residing in Guwahati for 10 years. They have been residing in Guwahati for 10 years. The patient had died before the doctor came. The patient had died before the doctor came. There is a zoo in Guwahati. There is a zoo in Guwahati. The name of the state we live in is Assam. The name of the state we live in is Assam. Boys are playing in the field. Boys are playing in the field. Have you gone to Delhi? Have you gone to Delhi? All respect the man of character. All respect the man of character. Mamu gets up early in the morning. Mamu gets up early in the morning. The boys are swimming. The boys are swimming. The hunter killed the tiger. The hunter killed the tiger. They will stay here for a month. They will stay here for a month. Prakash Barwa has been suffering from fever since January. Prakash Barwa has been suffering from fever since January. Please come to our village in the next Bihu. Please come to our village in the next Bihu. The Bihu is not celebrated on the stage in our village. The Bihu is not celebrated on the stage in our village. Some youths dance and sing in the field. Some youths dance and sing in the field. If you come, you can enjoy the Bihu dance. If you come, you can enjoy the Bihu dance. The boy seems to be intelligent. The boy seems to be intelligent. I went to Titaba last month. I went to Titaba last month. My parents live there. My parents live there. They have been there since they were born. They have been there since they were born. Rajiv and I read in the same class. Rajiv and I read in the same class. The climate of Shillong is better than that of Guwahati. The climate of Shillong is better than that of Guwahati. It has been raining here for some days. It has been raining here for some days. The rain is good for the crops. The rain is good for the crops. Much crops were destroyed during this flood. Much crops were destroyed during this flood. Do you know how to swim? Do you know how to swim? Moon gives light at night. Moon gives light at night. Did you go to school yesterday? Did you go to school yesterday? He loves his grandfather too much. He loves his grandfather too much. Rintu said, "What a beautiful toy it is." Rintu said, "What a beautiful toy it is." Jadu asked me, "Is Raju good in English?" Jadu asked me, "Is Raju good in English?" Is there any playground in your school? Is there any playground in your school? Which game do you like the best? Which game do you like the best? Nowadays, some children instead of playing watch television programs. Nowadays, some children instead of playing watch television programs. We should not do like that. We should not do like that. Let us try to be successful in life. Let us try to be successful in life. May God help us all. May God help us all. Now she is reading very much for the examination. Now she is reading very much for the examination. Good citizens are resources of a country. Good citizens are resources of a country. Development of a country depends on them. Development of a country depends on them. It is during this time that the students should practice the good habits. It is during this time that the students should practice the good habits. Then only they can be good citizens in future. Then only they can be good citizens in future. I had my hair cut yesterday. I had my hair cut yesterday. The tiger was killed by a hunter named Jim Corbett. The tiger was killed by a hunter named Jim Corbett. He said to me, "Can you swim across the river?" He said to me, "Can you swim across the river?" You need to be not only intelligent but also diligent. You need to be not only intelligent but also diligent. The man whom you met yesterday is a good musician. The man whom you met yesterday is a good musician. If I meet you, I shall be glad. If I meet you, I shall be glad. Yesterday I received your letter. Yesterday I received your letter. Shrimanta Sankardev is the noblest person of Assam. Shrimanta Sankardev is the noblest person of Assam. One should always love one's fellow man. One should always love one's fellow man. Do you know how to drive a car? Do you know how to drive a car? The teacher said to Raman, "Be careful while crossing the road." The teacher said to Raman, "Be careful while crossing the road." Mother said to me, "Are you speaking the truth?" Mother said to me, "Are you speaking the truth?" It was raining when Madhumala came. It was raining when Madhumala came. Does he know English? Does he know English? The teacher said, "Always tell the truth." The teacher said, "Always tell the truth." Now I shall go to school. Now I shall go to school. Our school starts at 9 o'clock. Our school starts at 9 o'clock. I always reach school before the bell rings. I always reach school before the bell rings. Gold is a valuable metal. Gold is a valuable metal.
Please tell him to open the door. Please tell him to open the door.
I was reading a newspaper when he came. I was reading a newspaper when he came. Be careful while cross the road. Be careful while cross the road. The earth is round. The earth is round. I stood first in the last year's debating competition. I stood first in the last year's debating competition. My parents felt very glad. My parents felt very glad. Our village is situated in a backward area. Our village is situated in a backward area.